we've got our own business to do here. So, let's go to it. And we are seriously at a point now in Starcraft that I have not been in, so all of this is going to be brand new to me, regardless of what direction we go. So, this will be the fun part. So, crack someone out of prison. A research center. Or...
The decrypted adjutant contains records proving Mengsk ordered the massacre on Tarsonis. Now we just need to broadcast those records. Mirahan gave us a tip that might help. The Dominion is unveiling a new war machine called the Odin on Korhal. If we hijack the Odin, we can use it to gain access to the UNN studios and broadcast the records of Mengsk's war crimes. The Odin is currently in the testing facility on Valhalla.
That sounds fun to me. What about you guys?
Our team's in position. We're ready to steal the Odin. Are you absolutely sure about this, sir?
Yep. Tychus is definitely our best man for this kind of job. He does get a little excited in combat. We're gonna need to keep up with him once the fighting starts.
If he can actually commandeer the Odin, it's vital that we take out all the Dominion bases in the area. Hopefully we can block all transmissions long enough for him to do that. We can't risk word of this getting back to Korhal.
How much do we know about this Odin?
It's an experimental super heavy siege walker designed for prolonged frontline combat. Very powerful.
Great. Even Tychus can't wreck it then.
Here they go.
Oh, and we've got Tychus.
Go, go!
Little Tychus. We're going to be actually having Tychus on the battlefield. Ha! It'll be my first time digitally controlling Tychus. He's a regular choice of mine in Heroes of the Storm, but...
By the numbers, boys.
This ain't a stealth mission anymore, ladies. Bring it loud and fast.
Yes, sir. Keep your shirt on.
Okay, I'm not controlling him, but he's going along, so I'll...
Aye, aye, sir. Sure thing.
Sir, you seem to have found something very interesting there. If you can bring me a sample in the lab, that would be great.
You got it, boy.
Activate the auto turrets! Oh, you ain't keeping me from that monster.
Affirmative. Got it. Go, go, go!
Come to Papa.
Hot damn. I can't wait to get inside that thing and tear this place up.
Hold your position, Tychus. Let us get a support force up there to cover you.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Damn it, Tychus. Stand down. Can you read me?
He's got it stuck on transmit, sir. He can't hear us at all. Defenses are coming online at the Dominion bases.
Wonderful. Get our base set up ASAP. We'll just have to follow him in and hope he doesn't get too crazy. Now, who am I kidding?
This is Tychus, exactly.
Huh? Bad news? By the numbers, boys.
you got? Armed and ready.
Sir, I'm picking up Dominion battle cruisers on an intercept course with the Odin.
Hey, Hotshot, you want these Wraith fighters now? They'll take down a battlecruiser easy. You can build more at a starport.
The starport is used to build Terran ships like medevacs and Vikings. You must have a factory owner in order to construct a starport. Woohoo!
Our allies are being attacked.
Roger.
Wraith, air superiority unit. Very effective against other air units. It can cloak. The Wraith can be built from the starport. New ability, Wraith Cloak. Cloak allows Wraiths to become invisible and make strategic strikes on positions deep within enemy territory. Watch out for detectors like missile turrets. Oh, they made us a starport too. Okay, sweet.
You gonna give me orders?
Tychus is operating the Odin and is not under your command. Bring forces to help him destroy the Dominion bases.
So what's the plan now, Commander? Trash them bases, right? Jimmy? Partner? Can you hear me?
Orders received.
Well, if you ain't gonna tell me not to have a little fun, I'm gonna have a little fun. Oh, here I go.
Armed and ready. 10-4. Roger that. Got it. I feel you. I'm on it.
Add-on complete.
Yes, sir. Will do. Why not? Affirmative. Orders received.
Our allies are being attacked.
Man, I need SCVs to fix some of this damage. Starting to feel a mite sluggish.
Does he always talk this much, sir?
Yep, once you get him in a fight, he never shuts up.
Well, now that's done with. I'm gonna take me a little break. Good thing I brought me some liquid refreshment.
We could use some help here.
Okay. So here.
Gangway, coming through. Been waiting on you.
Send the war pigs in.
Why not?
Base is under attack.
Oh, really?
Huh?
Now that hit the spot. There's nothing like knocking back a cold one on top smoking corpses. I see your little guys running around down there, Jimmy. They look like ants.
Reporting in. Roger.
I can't wait no longer. Here it comes.
Don't leave me hanging. It's about to get heavy.
By the numbers, boys. Looking forward to it. 10-4.
Rate the waiting order.
Affirmative. Go, go, go! I'm on. Sure thing. Yes, sir.
Okay. Flashing red button. Boom.
Ooh.
Damn. That is hot.
I have no idea what that is. Can you bring me a sample in the lab? Maybe something good will come of it.
Reckon you boys will need some time to catch up. Good old Tychus be right here taking it easy. Just wake me up when y'all are ready. I reckon a small nuke ought to do it.
Base is under attack.
SCV ready.
Time's a wasting.
Big job. Bad news. Will do. This better be good. Will do. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
You want some of this?
That's a serious outbreak. Must be an emergency.
Time to kick ass and chew bubble gum. Gangway, coming through. Go, go, go!
Three bases down. Maybe the convict has his uses after all.
We're to it. You know, I think I'll take me another breather. You better get some backup ready for me, Jimmy.
Will do.
Standing by.
That would be the reference they were going for, yeah.
Vector locked in.
Which, by the way, when you say turning up my audio, do you mean all of it, or do you mean just me talking?
Base is under attack.
Go ahead, Commander.
Who wants some? This better be. You reckon these Dominion boys will put up a fight this time? I ain't barely broke a sweat. Gangway, coming through. Yes, sir.
That's odd, because I haven't changed anything on my end, so it really shouldn't be that. And the audio levels are fine too, so I don't know why you're having a problem on your end. Although trying to hear anything just on a phone is kind of... It's not exactly asking for the best audio in the world.
I'm hitting my stride now.
Go ahead.
By the numbers, boys.
Why not? Got it. I'm on it.
Can't wait. I feel you.
I can't wait to dig into that. Scientifically, I mean. I'm not going to eat it.
That's fine. Sure.
I'll try to do something about the audio for you whenever I get done with this mission. I kind of have to focus.
Orders received.
Got it.
We could use some help here. Boom, baby.
Vector locked in.
Oh crap, oh crap.
Our allies are being attacked.
He might be able to survive the rest of the way on his own. I hope so, anyway. There's 5 bases in his missions, though.
Read the waiting orders.
Oh, I've got problems.
Base, and the Odin doesn't have strong anti-air capabilities.
Scramble more wraiths from the starport. If we have enough, we can handle those battle cruisers.
Now that was fun. Don't worry, old buddy. I'll give you some time to catch up. Well, I'll be. Those Dominion eggheads really thought of everything. Pardon me a moment.
Read the waiting orders. Whoa, they're all over me. Go ahead, Command.
We could use some help here.
Whoa, they're all over me.
Base.
There we go. You ready yet?
Transmit coordinates.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Right. I'm totally about to lose this.
Will do, Command.
Not enough minerals.
I am screwed. I am utterly screwed.
Read the waiting orders.
I hope you're reading this, Jimmy, because I'm heading for the last base now.
Roger.
And he doesn't have anti-air capabilities. Or no, he does, okay.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
This is gonna hurt you a lot more than it's gonna hurt me. I miss this button with a skull on it.
No launch detected.
Oh, baby. You're in for a world of pain.
Attack. Our SCVs are under attack.
I can't believe it. I won that.
Excellent. With the Odin secured, we can hit the UNN complex on Core Hall and make our broadcast.
Hey, can you hear me, Captain? Maybe next time you'll dress old Tychus with a little bit of mayhem.
That's about all I trust you with, Tychus.
Well, you fought real good out there, Tychus. Your time in the freezer didn't dull your edge none.
Well, fear and violence always did bring out the best in me.
Have to admit, we always did make a good team.
Yeah. Well, that was until I went to prison and you went legit.
Right.
Okay. I'm curious. Let's see if I press stop on this. How's the audio going for you now? How's the audio now, guys? I do need to know. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to carry on with it and figure it out later. Okay, now here's the test. Now. I'll have to check the VOD later and see about the actual audio, by the way. It might be where you're playing it through a phone or something. I'm not entirely sure. But I just turned my one piece of software back on. Is it giving you problems now again, or... I'm going to keep it going while I wait to hear from you guys, so...
This is Kate Lockwell reporting from UNN headquarters on Core Hall. Let's go to Donnie Vermillion on special assignment.
Kate, I'm very pleased to be talking to General Horace Warfield. General, I understand that Dominion forces will soon be showing off their newest weapon, the Odin war machine.
That's correct, Donnie. We'll show the Odin on the streets of Core Hall itself, with full coverage from your fine network.
General, Kate Lockwell here. I've heard rumblings about some sort of logistics trouble with the Odin's debut.
Now, Kate...
It's true, Kate. The Odin was delayed in shipping, and we briefly lost communication with the production facility. but it arrived safely, so we can go ahead with the unveiling.
You heard it here first. The Dominion unveiling new weapons of destruction on the streets of Korhal. What is wrong with that woman? Tell her not to interrupt my interviews!
Your boy Horner is actually pulling this off. Gotta say, I'm mighty impressed.
And you know what's weird? I haven't changed a single thing on my end, and yet now my audio is apparently better. It's technology. What are you gonna do?
Ever wonder why Minx don't just send him ghosts to kill ya? You've been a thorn in his side for a long time.
Assassinating me just turned me into a martyr. He'd never be rid of me then. He needs to kill my reputation first.
Very good. You think clearly despite your hate for him. Of course, his patience has got limits too. Tread careful, Mr. Reyna. Someone on this ship is already working for Minsk. I can feel it.
So how does the Odin rate as a fighting machine?
Brother, it is the single greatest creation in the history of mankind. Striding around and dispensing righteous fury just about brought a tear to my eye. You just let me know when I can take it out for another spin.
You'll get your chance soon enough, old buddy. Don't you worry.
Okay. I was just making sure. Ooh, close, so close. Just gotta find more Zerg parts. Which sounds disgusting anyway, you put that, really. Oh, got the spider mines. Okay.
So, Swan, what are the chances we can build something like that Odin?
You nuts? No way we've got the facilities for mass-producing hardware on that scale.
And here I was thinking you could build anything, Swan.
Cute. All right, forget the scale. I'm gonna figure it out, don't you worry. And I'll come up with something a damn sight more practical than that showpiece. You see if I don't.
And that's how you get your people to work on something. Reverse psychology.
Sir, when Tychus came back aboard the ship, I had the techs run a scan on him.
Matt, you need to get a hobby.
Seriously, sir. His suit contains a sophisticated transponder. If it receives the correct code, it'll shut down all his major organs. That suit is a death trap.
He's got a gun to his head.
And who's got their finger on the trigger? Mobius?
Tychus, what have you gotten yourself into?
Also, I realized I misread your sentence and you meant that my levels are still low. Okay. Again, I've got an idea. Now tell me how I sound. Because I'll tell you guys what I'm curious I think it is. It might be that it's something to do with my fading software and I need to fiddle with the settings a little bit. it's the same. Huh. And you heard me fine through the podcast, but then... Okay. Making sure, guys, but yeah, if you're that fine with it. Like I said, I'll check the VOD and then I'll be able to tell you guys for sure if it's specifically on your end or if it is something I need to deal with, because if the VOD is low audio, then it means it's something I need to deal with. So... That's bizarre. That didn't change absolutely freaking anything. That's the weird part. Anyway.
Mobius wants us to go after another artifact on some dead world called Zill. Apparently they sent in a specialist team, but they lost contact with them 2 days ago. Their bad luck, I guess. Figure we'll get hazard pay for this one.
So here's the deal. This place is a morgue. Whatever used to live in these ruins up and died millions of years ago. Before they went missing, the Mobius team reported artifact radiation emanating from that big old hunk of rock over yonder. They brought a big damn laser drill to burn the way in.
Laser drill? That thing's a monster. If the Mobius team had access to that kind of hardware, I need to think about what could have wiped them out.
Reckon we'll find out soon enough.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I told him about tonight. He might be on a meeting.
Watch your corners, boys. We don't know who cleaned this place out.
This better be good. Keep your shirt on, Sparky.
More Terran thieves. The mysteries of this place are forbidden. You will pay for your transgressions with your lives.
Okay. At least we know what happened to the other expedition.
Looking forward to it.
We found out all right.
Hold up there. Those Protoss cannons will tear us a new one if we try to advance. Swan, you promised me siege tanks. Where are they?
Settle down, Hotshot. They're coming. These babies will knock those cannons down from a nice, safe distance. Armed and ready. These new siege tanks work just like the old ones. When you put them in siege mode, they get increased range and firepower. They can't move in siege mode, so if you need to reposition them, just switch them back into tank mode. You got it? Been waiting on you. Yes, sir. Aye, aye, sir. I'm on it.
Let's get some siege tanks deployed on the high ground. They can pound that Protoss stalker before it even gets close to us.
Speak up!
Standing by.
What's that?
Oh, it's E for... Okay, gotcha.
by the numbers, boys.
Need something? Load up!
You gonna give me orders? Roger that. You got it. Can't wait. Will do.
Mobius base local net accessed. Decrypting security overrides. Transferring control of base structures to you, Commander.
Fired up. 174 gigawatts. The power of the sun at your fingertips. Now get it aimed at that door and let's get cutting.
Laser output is good. Drilling will take some time, but there's no other way into the temple. Sir, the Tal'Darim are mobilizing their forces against us.
Of course they are.
So we set a perimeter and protect the drill until we're through. Just glad we've got siege tanks.
Lay it on me. I'll give it my best shot. Give us your best shot.
We need bunkers and siege tanks defending that laser drill. We got no chance of claiming the artifact without it.
Well, first of all, siege tank, heavy tank, long range immobile artillery in siege mode. To move siege tanks, select a siege tank in siege mode and then click on the tank button. Can only attack ground units in either mode. Siege tanks can be built at the factory. Defend your base by building bunkers and putting siege tanks into siege mode in spots that overlook your cliffs. Well-placed siege tanks on high ground can strike enemies multiple times before taking damage.
What's our target? On my way. Lay it on me. Rolling out.
Ah! You scared me! Go ahead.
Sir, I've managed to access what's left of the Mobius Expedition sensor net. I'll route it through your map so you can see what the Tal'Darim are up to.
Big job, huh? We hear you. This better be good.
Oh, that's right, a bunker now has one of those on top of it. I've completely forgotten about that.
Who wants some? Huh?
a whole bunch of them, though, if you actually dig into it. If you press the little smiley face, you'll realize there's a whole bunch of emotes. Because they're not called emojis on Twitch, they're called emotes, so I had to learn all this lingo, too. My favorite one to use on people usually is whenever they get particularly salty and annoyed at something. There is a salt shaker emoji. There's a bunch of Twitch inside jokes and stuff like that that are on there too. Most of the time you don't use a emote, just a standard emote that you'd think of, like a winky face or something like that. Usually most people use... There's even one for sarcasm in there.
This better be good. Armed and ready.
It's called Kappa, by the way, if you want to look it up. That's your sarcasm engine, as it were. By the way, what's funny is that I have now found out the origin of both of Tychus's ultimates and Heroes of the Storm in 2 missions in a row. Because that Odin that he was walking around in, that's his first ultimate in Heroes of the Storm. And then his second ultimate is he can drop down a laser drill. So, my education has been pretty much fulfilled this evening.
Go ahead. Yep.
You would desecrate that which belongs to the gods. This will not be borne by the faithful.
Sir, those are Protoss Archons. If they get too close, our men won't stand a chance. I'm giving you manual control of the laser drill. See if you can use it against the Protoss.
All right, you heard the man. Swing that laser around. We can use it to drive back the Protoss.
The laser drill can be used to destroy enemy units. To attack enemies, select the laser drill or press F3, then right-click an enemy unit. Ideal targets for laser drill are large Protoss units such as Archons.
Base is under attack.
Fully aware. Laser drill. Who'd have Sonic? I know at least you two will get that, so.
I'm in deep.
What's going on? Move it.
The laser drill has breached the door's outer layer.
patience for sitting around. Yes, sir! Lay it on me.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're totally pulling Brian Brushwood's line of no, never heard of it. No.
Alert. Enemy air units on approach vector.
Damn it. Air units, nothing. Those are transports. Use the laser to knock them down fast.
The laser drill can be focused on enemy air targets to bring them down fast. English would still worked for that sentence, I think.
Sir, I'm picking up the energy signatures of several Protoss relics in the area. I'm marking them on your map.
Of course you are.
Well, if there's time, we can blast them free with a laser drill. I bet Stedman would love to study them.
Use a laser drill to blast open the relic shrines. Then you can then pick up any relics with a ground unit.
This better be good.
Okay, I have to put my units to where I can...
You gonna give me orders? Sure. Of course.
Base is under attack.
I feel ya. Sure thing. Got it. Roger that. 10-4. Why not? Sure I'm smarty. Gateway, coming through. That's fine. I'm on it. Been waiting on you. Looking forward to it. Aye, aye, sir. Orders received. Yes, sir.
Oh, good Lord Archons, okay.
time's a wasted.
This better be good. You gonna give me orders? Sure.
The laser drill is now cutting through the door's thermal barrier.
Outstanding. Will do. Oh yeah. Got it. Armed and ready.
Sir, more air units inbound.
We gotta take them out, or they'll keep dropping troops right on top of us.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Yeah, the soundtrack to this game and everything is just freaking awesome.
Big job, huh?
Fueled up, ready to go. What's that? Oh, it's on!
Yeah. What can I say? Sometimes in games like this, strategy happens to be the thing, but not even I can stop a laughing baby from being more entertaining than anything, pretty much. serious about this business now, aren't they? This will be the last mission for the night, I can already tell, too, because by the time it gets done, it'll be time for me to go to bed. I promised myself 10, so I'm gonna make it be 10. Yeah, much better than being upstaged by a crying one for everybody involved. Good to see you, by the way.
Thermal barrier breached. The laser drill is now cutting through the core.
They seek to befoul the legacy of the gods. Destroy them.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, hello. Okay.
I'm in deep.
There's another wave of air units heading your way.
These guys just won't give up. Stick it to them, boys.
Base is under attack.
Almost there. Which actually, with that Protoss research that I recovered, I think I'm going to be able to do some sort of Protoss research when I get back on the base, but or on the ship. Technically, the ship's the base, so I'm technically correct, but still.
You scared me!
Mineral field completed.
Home stretch of the door now. It is a bit like New Year's, you're right. Didn't even think about that. How appropriate given what I talked about on Samuel's Thoughts. So we got a whole theme going on tonight.
Big job, huh?
Okay, yeah, he went to both of them. I thought he might have.
Well, butter my biscuit. I'm going.
Breach of the doorway core is imminent. Structure access imminent.
It is our sacred duty to stop these defilers. Burn them to ashes. This sacrilege will echo across the stars, James Raynor. The day of reckoning draws near.
These artifacts of yours seem real popular, Tychus.
What do we care? As long as the pay's good.
Really? I'd say getting vaporized by the Tal'Darim definitely counts as diminishing returns.
James Raynor, I bring tidings of doom.
Zeratul.
I have pierced the veil of the future and beheld only oblivion. Yet one spark of hope remains. You will hold her life in your hands. And though justice demands that she die for her crimes, only she can save us.
Wait a second. You're talking about Kerrigan. It's been 4 years. You show up out of nowhere.
Time is short. You must understand. The answers you seek lie within. Study it well. The fate of creation hangs in the balance.
Nice to see you too. I've heard of these Ehon crystals before. Supposedly they allow you to relive another person's memories. Whenever Zeratul's uncovered, he was desperate for me to see it too. Well, here goes nothing.
The mysterious crystal in the lab allows you to access Zeratul's memories in the form of additional missions. Left-click on the crystal to launch a Zeratul mission. Ooh, interesting. Means we'll probably get us some Protoss missions. But until that little detail, I'm afraid that I need to wrap us up. Oh yeah, I was over there. Gotcha. Sorry. I looked at my interface and went, wait a minute, where'd my camera go? It's over there. All right. Anyway, yes, but time for me to wrap this one up. If you guys want to follow all of the other Let's Plays, go to tscn.tv/play. And until next time, play on and, well, see you guys. And thank you guys.